When we have something like this, we call them compounded fractions, where you have a fraction over another fraction. Simply you're dividing two fractions. So you want to use the following rule. The rule is to first think about it this way. Say you have a over b, that's a fraction, and you're dividing it with c over d, another fraction. If you have that, then we simply keep the first fraction, which is on top, change the division to multiplication, and reciprocate the bottom fraction, d over c. And then you can simplify or simply multiply them. So you multiply the top, and bottom with bottom, b times c. So that's how we simplify something like this. That's what we're going to do here. So I see I have a fraction, so you can write that as 3 over 1. Here you have 3 over 5. Let's simplify that. So this is simply 3 over 1 times, I reciprocate the bottom fraction, that's 5 over 3. Minus, and we do the same thing here. Our top fraction is 3 over 5. And the changing division to multiplication looks like that. And in this, I can write it as over 1. So I reciprocate, that will be 1 over 3. And now we simplify them and then subtract. So here we can simplify. The 3 and 3 from top and bottom will cancel out. So you have 5 over 1 minus from the second one also 3 and from top and bottom cancels out. You have 1 over 5. Now to combine these two fractions, there is a subtraction in the middle. So you need a least common denominators. So the least common denominators to combine this fraction would be a 5. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure they both have 5 in the denominator. Well, this one doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this with 5 over 5 on top and bottom. This one has 5 on the bottom, so there's no need to change. Once I do that, my first fraction is 25 over 5. My second fraction is simply 1 over 5. Now they have same denominator. We can join the top. This is 25 minus 1 over the LCD. And we can do the subtraction now. This is 24 over 5. So that's your simplified answer for this particular problem. Same idea goes here. We have a fraction on top and a fraction on the bottom. You want to combine them. So we can use the rule we mentioned earlier. If we have a fraction divided by another fraction, we simply keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and reciprocate the bottom fraction. So here I want to join these to a single fraction by putting them having same denominator. So the LCD for the top fraction is going to be 10. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this with 5 over 5 and this with 2 over 2. That gives me 10 on the bottom. So taking care of the top only. So we have 2 times 2, that's 4, plus 5 times 1, that's 5 over 10. So that's for the top. Now for the bottom, they already have same denominator, so I can simply join them into a single fraction. So 2 plus 1, that's 3 over 10. Now let's continue clearing up the top. So we have 4 plus 5, that's 9 over 10, all over 3 over 10. And now we can use the rule that we wrote down on the side. We keep the first fraction, 9 over 10. We change the division to multiplication and then reciprocate the next fraction. So that becomes 10 over 3. And now we can multiply or simplify. Here I see a 10 and 10. I can cancel them. So I simply have 9 over 3. And 9 over 3 also simplifies. This is simply 3. So our final answer for this fraction is 3.